Hi everyone, I'm trying to learn how to use Signal in Godot, so this will be my own tutorial and maybe it can help me remember things. So yeah, this, create a component, let's create a new scene, let's create a new scene here, do create a scene, area 3D will be good. Create component interaction. What I'm trying to do is try to interact with the tree. So if we go to the tree, you can press mouse button and it will interact with the trees here. So we need to try to send a signal. So what to do is trying to create an interaction component. And signal. And maybe create a interaction component. Let's say fit under component. Okay, well, forget, I don't need this inspector. Let's go back. Let's go to the node again. I wanted enter body tree D. Let's see. Let's go to the level here. Let's attach it to, where's this tree? This is tree number 4. I'm just gonna interact with this component. Oh, I haven't saved this one yet. Let's save this interaction component. Maybe I should name it more specific. Interaction component 4, 3. Let's save that interaction component for 3. Okay, we're gonna put it here. Let's see. We need some kind. I think we need a collision. We need to have collision. Collision shape will be. Let's just have a sphere. We will create an enter and exit. We'll create enter and exit. Let's see if I can make it larger. That looks bad. Radius. Radius, let's see. As the player enter this radius. So what I'm trying to do right now is when I enter this radius here, basically when I try entering the radius, I mean the player can interact with the tree now. So I need to send a signal. So we close this. So we have this interaction. We create a script. Let's enter the body. Let's say enter body of the tree. We will say we need to put a tag on the player. Our player has a tag. I'm gonna create a group here. I'm gonna say player. It's a player group. Can I save this? So let's go back to the tree. make sure we're going to the 3 script here. Okay. Now we're gonna say if the body that enter into that collision detection that is in group call player, I will say print body just enter the tree area. So you will say that. So body just enter, whatever it is, body just enter. So if I go back here, it will say capsule. Say player just entered here. So capsule player just entered that. So okay. Let's see now. I wanna say player just exit to like the signal, exit the body of the area. So I will copy this down. Let's say body just exit. So let's see. How did that happen? It shouldn't be music. Let's see. Okay, let's go back here. Okay. So capsule player just entered and player just exit. Enter, exit. So the signal's working. Let's go back to here. Now we want to have the player to interact. We're going to send signal. We're going to create custom signal. We're going to tell the player. Player. Signal. With 3. It's a 3 signal. So can interact. Just 3 can interact with 3 can interact with player. This is the signal. This is the signal. So when you see 3 can interact with the player, let's see the name. Interact component 3. Yeah, let's see for that one. And then we need another one. No, just do this one first. Let's connect. And we'll connect it to the player here. You need to make sure that the signal, whatever you're gonna send, has to be in the same root here. On the same root, basically, on the same scene, basically on the left one. It cannot be on different scene. Still, we will need another method to do that. So in this case, we'll just do this, and you will see the function added to the player. It is adding the signal to the player right here. In this section here. So let's go to the interaction component 3 again. We want it to pass that. We want to admit the signal. We want to admit it. We're going to admit that. And then we want the player to catch it now. Catch it here. It's easier this connecting this way. I think we can connect another way too, but I think this is easier. Now we're gonna set if, let's say if input is press A, and I will say layer interact with tree. Of course, we need this boolean. Then we need to say we're gonna throw a signal. We're gonna send a signal to 3 that you can interact with the player. So there should be a function here. Let's shake the tree. Shaking. So we're shaking the tree basically. So we're gonna unshaking the tree here. So how do we do that? So we're gonna create this interaction. So the tree can interact with the player. So we're gonna say true. The tree can interact with the player. Now when we exit this, so when we exit, we can no longer interact with the player. So let's go back to the tree here. Let's go back to the tree script. We do not have the tree cannot interact. We don't have the signal yet. We're gonna add the signal. Tree and tree interact. Interaction. So we can interact with player. Tree no interactions. Let's put 3. There. So now we cannot interact. You see that here? So we cannot interact with players. So we're not going to connect that to a player. You see. So you see the script here. There's nothing there. We're going to connect that. We're gonna connect that to the player. So connect there. So go to the player script. So interaction component for 3 cannot interact with player. So this is false. So now player cannot interact anymore. So the 3. If we click, then we click the mouse near the tree, and the player can interact with the tree, then we can send a signal. We're going to send signal player shaking the tree. You see the signal. We're going to emit the signal here. We're going to create the signal right here. Signal. Player is shaking the tree. Right? Maybe figure that up. So player gonna shake the tree. So we'll go back here. So now he has to capture that. So how do you capture that? So we're going to the capsule layer. You see the layer is shaking the tree. We're going to connect that to the interaction component for tree. Let's just interact here. So we're going to put screen. Oh, we're going to call this function. We're going to call this function. Basically, it will shake the tree. So let's try that. So player enter the tree area, player exit, and when you press the button, the mouse button, the tree, we're gonna shake the tree here. But the tree is not shaking. So we need to figure out how the signal is working. Now we need to do the animation right now. And the animation must come from the shader, where the shader is. Let's go back to the shader. Where is the shader should be? Since my tree here, go back to the tree, green tree. Is a shader here? No. I think it is part of the mesh. I think I created under the mesh. Oh, not this one. I created under the tree mesh. You know, I think I can pull it under tree. I think I can pull it under the tree itself. Green tree. Here. And it's surface 1. Material empty. That's the tree. That's the bar. The branches. Right here. The wind shader. You see the wind shader here? What we want to do now is access this. Sway. We're going to sway this. I'm going to sway this. Maybe like 10. And then maybe 15. And then go back to 3. Oops. Let's see. 3. And then we want to go 15. Yeah. So that's what we want to do now. We want to check the 3. The 15. Okay. How do we do that now? Well, next time I'll need to do that. So as for right now, the signal is working. That's what I'm gonna do for this video. And I'll record another one for me to remember to show how to shape the tree by changing the part of the shader here, the sway. Okay. Hey everyone, I just wanna show you. I think I made the I was able to create a signal and create a tree shape using the method and access this shader. As you can see here, I can shake it when I press the button, the mouse button, hit the tree shape. So I'm gonna put a fruit after to make sure that the we can get the fruit from the tree. So as you see here, just shake it. shake it. Alright, so